Okay, guys. What's we sipping on today? Got my Montana Grizzlies coffee mug. Alright, guys. So basically, you can see that the hood is not resting against the glass anymore. She's ready, guys. She's ready. She's ready to drive right now. But I can't. Because of this. So basically, it's cold outside, and if you do a little research about open headers in cold weather, you'll find that cold air can seep back up into the headers and burn your valves up. It's something about the heating and cooling. I don't know, there's a bunch of different answers on what it's going to do, but it's bad nonetheless. Everybody says, hey, it's fine to run open headers, don't worry about it, unless it's cold. I mean, I went through every forum. Yesterday I wanted to drive it to work so bad. I went through every forum looking for somebody that would say, no, it's okay, you can drive it in the cold, it doesn't matter. Didn't happen. Literally every single post was, go for it, run open headers, not in the cold. So it's cold outside, and that's just the bottom line. Tomorrow, though, it's supposed to be in the 70s, and I have the day off. Woo! So tomorrow will be the maiden voyage. I don't care. It's gonna go. It's gonna drive. It's gonna drive if I have to drive around a block, bring it back in the garage, and park it. I don't know what I would do, but maybe put some heat on it, put a heat gun right next to the headers. I don't know. We're gonna figure something out. So what do we do? Let's go look. 'Cause I talk too much. I'm sorry. So electric fan works. All right. I think I'm pretty positive. God damn it! This thing will not stop coming off. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that shit. You know, you think you're buying a good product. Anyway, okay. So guys, the electric fan is in. I'm going to show you a few things about the electric fan. In fact, it is one of the coolest things that I did on this swap. I'm most happy with my electric fan install. I did have a fitment issue. I don't know why. I test fitted this radiator before before the motor ever even went in. I think you guys remember that. I put it on video, but I can't find it. And everything fit fine. But now all of a sudden the cap is in the way. So luckily there's a little like, here, let's look at it. See this piece here kind of sits away from the top piece. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I just beat it in just a little bit right here, and it fits much better. It still needs to be massaged just a little bit, but at the meantime, it's fine. I don't know what happened there. Maybe something with the body lift, or I mean, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. It's all in the same place again. But maybe I bent this side. Shit, I don't know. I could have bent this side. I really could have. Anyway, guys. All right. Look at this ugly ass oil cleaner. I gotta get another one. They're about 25 bucks, but I just spent a bunch of money on coolant and hose fittings and all kinds of other things, and then my fan harness and shit. So the wife said no. So we'll wait on that. And the exhaust is coming too. I've already, me and my wife are talking about when we can get that done. So that will be done soon. But in the meantime, this will be a warm weather only drive. All right. So what do we got going on? It's got coolant in it. I burnt the tank. I ran it for a long time yesterday morning. It ran perfectly, smoothly, no issues whatsoever. Everything is connected. Only thing I have that is not connected at the moment is the front drive shaft, and I think I don't need that right now. So, just in case, you never know. I mean, anything could happen at this point. So, all right, guys, let's just talk a little bit about the fan, and then I want to make a completely separate video on the fan, just because it's a pretty popular swap, the Taurus fan swap, and a lot of Jeep guys are going to be searching for that, and I don't want them to miss it via my channel, because my channel says nothing but Jeep 5.9 swap. I want them to be able to come to my channel and say, oh, hey, even though he's got a different motor, it's the same concept. So I will have a completely separate video on the fan swap. And I'll just tell you right now, it's very simple. All right, guys, let's take a look. So, we all saw the part number here. And like I said in maybe some other videos, maybe you don't remember, but it has a little threaded insert for the screw, and that is where you ground out this piece, because this has to be grounded. That's how this works. Once this sensor gets to temperature, it opens the circuit and allows this whole system to be a ground. It basically grounds it. So now you have power. And I actually mounted this really awesome. Let's see. If you look right here, let me get a flashlight. I broke my favorite light when I was burping the tank. Coolant dropped down all in it. All right, guys. So there is the relay right there. See that? Mounted perfectly in a spot right there on the radiator. All right, so it has a few wires coming out of it. 2 are red. Now, one red went right here. Let's see. One red went right there, and that goes straight to your fan. The other one is ground, and the ground I tied in right here. Okay, so there's that ground and that red. Okay, the second red goes straight to your battery. And I put it inside this loom here that I had left over from the swap. Ran it down, ran it along here, goes right into a circuit breaker that came with it, and then from there you got to get your own wire, and I tied it in right here to the fuse box. Now, this is the wire right. This stupid light. So this is the wire right here, and look how cool what a good job I did heat shrinking that. I just wanted to point that out because I'm pretty proud of it. I got a little bit better at the wiring towards the end there. Alright, so at the same time, okay, that's the 2 reds, and then you have the ground. Alright, now, so you got 2 red wires, you got a black wire that goes to your sensor, that comes in the kit as well, okay? Now, the brown wire needs to go to your ignition, and the reason why, thanks Justin, is because basically what it does is it makes sure that if the ignition is on the off switch, the fan will turn off. At the moment, I need to get one of those little fuse plug-ins. You can get them at any auto parts store. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to get one before I do the fan video. Anyway, so you get one of those, and it needs to go to your fuse box so it can be part of your ignition system. However, at the moment, I just have it tied directly into the battery so that I can have power at all times. So basically what that means is that if I shut this engine off and the fan was running, when I shut it off, it's going to continue to run until the sensor cools down. So not really that big of a deal right this second, but I will get that fixed promptly. So as you can see, I got this big, dumb, ugly air cleaner on here. Just happened to be all I had at the moment. The K&N style that I have is just not gonna work. It will not work. And guys, I think I actually want to run with this style air cleaner. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm gonna get a nicer one. So, and one that's maybe probably not that big. I don't know, I haven't decided. Anyway, alright guys, so there's the fan. That's pretty much the whole system. I'm gonna get a much more in-depth video on that here soon, but anyway, there you go. So I used my stock heater hose right here for the time being. No, it's not a good idea, but you know, basically I'm happy that I got this thing to the point where it runs. Now it's a matter of ironing out all these kinks, such as this situation here. So, and then this one is the one I pulled off of the truck at the junkyard. So that's the top hose, that's the bottom hose. The bottom hose is the stock TJ1, the top hose is from the junkyard. So gotta get I'm just gonna get some hose and route it myself. Just haven't done it yet. Burp tank situation is, the burp tank situation is this. I've decided that I'm gonna find one that's smaller and more compact that will fit right here. Just go to the junkyard, find one that looks like it'll fit, get these wires out of the way, and mount it right here. It'll be perfect. So that, in the meantime, this is just gonna hang out kind of like this. But better, obviously, like that, so it won't spill. Anyway, so there's that. I did have a missing transfer case skid plate, or transmission skid plate bolt loose, or that I couldn't find. I found it, put it on, the transmission's bolted down. Oh, here's another thing I need to do this morning, is I need to get my dash put back together from when I thought it was an ignition problem. So I'll do that. Put my glove compartment box back on. Well, I can wait on that, but that's it, guys. That's all. I don't have anything else to talk to you about because it's all done. Justin, you didn't have any issues with this. My buddy Justin Melton, go check out his channel. His is driving right now. His is a 5.2. He switched out from a 2.5 liter, so kudos to him. But he didn't have any problems with his radiator fitting. So I don't know what the hell happened with mine. Like I said, I test fitted it. It was fine. Now all of a sudden it's not. Pissing me off. God damn it. Anyway, so that's that. Oh, I wired up my alternator. I just used the stock plug, a plug, and wired it into the ASD system. I don't know that that's going to work. And so that's yet to be determined. I got a belt on here, part number 880K6. I used the stock TJ pulley. I did not end up using the ZJ pulley, and I did not end up using the ZJ belt. It just did not seem like it was going to work. I don't know why, but decided not to even mess with it and went a different route. So yeah, that's that. And it's a little bit tight, but seems to be fine. Doesn't make any noises or do anything stupid, so I'm going to keep it for now. But when I have a chance, I'm going to buy another one that's just a slight bit longer. This is a 6 rib, and it's 79.9 inches long. And I think I need about 80, is it 79? No. 80, I don't know. Anyway, it's about a quarter of an inch too short. I'll have to get that size for you, but you can look that up. 880K6 is the part number. While we're at it, we can go ahead and get the part number for the fan wiring harness. I don't know if it's this number or if it's this one. So there you go, guys. Make sure you get a sensor that turns on somewhere past 185 degrees, and the reason why is that your thermometer opens up at 185 degrees. So you want something that's higher than that. You want something that's going to open before your thermostat, or that's going to turn on after your thermostat does. Like, you don't want the fan to kick on before this thing is even warm. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's just extra wear on your battery, really. All right, guys. Bubba.
ROTC presents Our Nation's Color.